So today my goal is to bring everyone here to the same level of knowledge about AI, and we can't just start with ChatGPT. A few words about me I already give you, so we can go forward. So we need to go back a few years first, not just start with ChatGPT. Anyone who has an Alexa or Siri at home has been using AI for years. Social media platforms have built in AI in the algorithm to show us what we might want to see next. Tesla and BMW use AI with sensors, for example, to make parking easier, and Netflix uses AI, for example, to recommend what movies to watch next. But there's one company, OpenAI with ChatGPT, who managed to really spark the global AI hype in November 2022. Why? Well, first of all, it was free. So we didn't have to buy an expensive BMW, for example, to experience AI. We just had to sign up for free, send our data to the US servers, and we could start right away. And secondly, we had never received such human-like answers before. It almost felt like there was another being on the other side giving us these neutral human responses. So everyone's talking about AI, but very few people actually know what it really is. As I said, I didn't study this, and now I'm here to talk about neural networks, but everyone should at least have a definition of AI. So, what if we ask itself what AI actually is? And ask ChatGPT itself. My own definition is artificial intelligence is an algorithm that can handle human-like tasks. It uses probability to decide which answer I probably want to hear. For example, imagine I'm looking to a creature and have to decide, is it a dog or is it a cat? Something only humans could do in the past, but now AI can do it too. Thanks for the huge database in the background. It's the same with ChatGPT. The chat stands for chatting, and GPT refers to the big language model behind it. And what is it trained with? By us humans, of course. Books, newsletters, articles, social media posts, and all kinds of human-written content. So in short, it expresses itself clearly, proactively, and is ready for more tasks. The key takeaway is that chatting with AI feels like talking to a smart and helpful friend, I guess. But what else can AI actually do? I've brought a few examples of what's possible with it. Some of you may already know these, but it's still important to remind ourselves what AI is capable of. For example, if we are launching an AI-powered energy platform, we can, for example, give me 5 creative marketing ideas, and we all know AI. We can brainstorming with AI. I'm sure all of you have tried that before. No matter what simple the task seems, AI usually comes up with at least one idea you wouldn't have thought of yourself. In this example, we can take a look what we get for ideas, 5 creative marketing ideas, and yeah. If we say we take user-generated success, also your energy stories, so many of us have learned that we don't have to type one single command after another into the AI anymore. We can actually keep building on our ideas. So next, I might say, take idea number 5 and write me a short social media post in the style of modern energy company, casual, inspiring, but focus on the sustainability and technology. Easy. And within a few seconds, I get the perfect answer. I get the perfect answer to this, and the perfect post I can share on LinkedIn or Facebook or something like that. Something that would have taken a social media agency or myself hours to create. And now, just in seconds. Okay, this text is done. What's missing now? Maybe a poster design that fits the post or can be used for other things. So we go further. Not only we can do some text with ChatGPT, instead of we can build our own pictures with it. So I created a prompt that's that's the task for the AI. Did this specifically, clearly, and after a few seconds, I got an answer which looks like this, for example. So because my task was my prompt, design a poster concept showing 4 different energy environments: office building, warehouse, residential complex, city hall, connected by a glowing AI line that visuals energy flow, and so on and so forth. Tagline: one AI, then savings. And if we look to the result, it's stunning, it's amazing. And I haven't done that myself so quick. So that's awesome. And we can, and again with seconds, so AI gives me an incredible visual result that I could never have made myself. So by now it's not just texts, it's visuals that actually a really fascinating development, I guess, because in March 2022, just before ChatGPT was launched, the first DALL-E model was released, which could generate images. Back then, you could immediately tell that the picture was AI generated. Of course, the eyes didn't look right, the faces weren't realistic enough, and whenever I tried to create hands, the fingers was all tangled up. And today you can hardly tell what's real and what's not. Absolutely incredible. Of course, that's quickly raised the question: can we use those images legally? Right now, it's still a complete gray area. So many people play it safe and added a note like, this image was generated with AI, while others simply take the risk. But I won't be long before there's a clear standard for how to handle this. And what's with sounds? So music or voices, what can AI do with this? And I got another prompt. So create a 10 to 15-second sound logo for an AI energy platform. The sound should feel warm, natural, and positive, inspired by sustainability and modern building technology, use acoustic instruments, and so on. And after a few seconds, a little bit more than we have by the text, we got an answer like this, for example. Very impressive, and just in a few seconds, amazing. Yes, boom. We have text, we have pictures, so visuals, and we have sounds made by AI. Awesome. So maybe we need next we need a budget plan for our projects, and of course I did it again. I give it a really good prompt and just show what the AI have to say about it. Costs. We have different types of things, concept, digital and media, events and PR tools and implementation tool. Got a whole campaign budget, which we can use or define something else. Awesome. That's awesome. So AI can do all of these things. and so much more. It turns from idea generator to social media expert, and so on and so forth. It's design department, it's financial advisor, and like this year you can get an email confirmation for our first customer. So AI can do all of this stuff. That's the role AI now takes on, and it often helps us to do things faster and even better than we would ourselves. But everything? No, not quite yet. One of my very first questions to AI gave me a razor shocking realization. It was a Monday evening, and the question came up on the German TV show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It was the 64,000 euro question. And it was this one. Which of these medical terms has been listed in the Duden for over 100 years? Is it A, doping, B, penicillin, C, defibrillator, or D, HIV? And I was sitting right before the TV and had absolutely no idea. Maybe some of you have an idea. Everyone can take a quick guess now, I guess. And probably, just like most of you, I had absolutely no clue, no idea what the right answer was. But I thought if anyone knows it, it must be AI. So I give these terms, these questions, and the answers or opportunities the AI, and let's see what we can get. So I typed this question exactly as it was, word for word, and after a short moment, I got this answer. Just 10 seconds or so. The correct answer is B, penicillin. The term penicillin has been listed in the Duden for over 100 years, as the antibiotic was first discovered in 1928 and has played an important role in medicine ever since, and so on and so forth. So, is it B? The correct, I repeat it. The correct answer is B, penicillin. The term penicillin has been listed in the Duden for over 100 years, as the antibiotic was first discovered in 1928 and has played an important role in medicine ever since. Wait, 1928? It's 100 years, and that's 2028, so that can't be right. So I asked it again, seriously. 1928, 100 years plus, 28 can't be true. So I get another answer that was shocking me. I'm sorry, but I have to admit that I made a mistake. The correct answer is C, defibrillator. The term defibrillator has actually been listed in the Duden for over 100 years as a device, and so on and so forth. So I got a very clear and specific description of the word, and again, I don't know, is it true or is it not? So, two things stand out right away. First, AI is very polite. You can't even be mad at it because it apologizes so nicely. Second, this shows one clear difference between us human and AI. AI actually admits its mistakes, while we humans often don't. So I asked again, are you sure this time? And after a few seconds, believe it or not, the AI didn't just say sorry, it says very sorry. The correct answer is A, doping. The term doping and so on and so forth. I did a mistake again. Once again, I apologize for the confusion. So very polite, but false. Well, AI can already do an incredible amount of things today. What's my point here? But when it comes to factual knowledge, we still need to be careful because it can also give wrong answers. So yes, there are many advantages to using AI and only a few reasons to do not. And I've been working for this 3 years now, deal with artificial intelligence and so many companies. And here are three arguments that I ever heard. I keep hearing why we can't use AI in our companies. So first thing, I'm smarter than the AI. Yes, it's true. Second, the AI can't be trusted, as we already see. And the third, GDPR and whatever. So the data security. These are three topics why companies can't use AI. And so the first thing, I'm smarter than AI. Sure, AI can do a lot, but we learned our craft, we have experience, and we understand business context. Second, I can't trust AI. We just saw why. AI makes mistakes, but it speaks with a lot of confidence. And third, in Germany, we call it German Angst. We often look at the rules first instead of just trying things out, or as the Americans would say, we overthink instead of just doing it. And for all those reasons against AI, there's actually a solutions. We are a software company. No, we don't build our own AI model. But we found a way to solve all these problems in like one platform. And our AI platform is called Sidekick, and it balances out all of these challenges. First, I'm smarter than the AI. Yeah, some people might really be better than an AI, but they are definitely slower, much slower. And even if someone is smarter than one AI, they are certainly not smarter than all AIs. At Sidekick, we have followed the idea of unified AI, meaning all major AI models in one single interface. That way you get the best of all worlds. Text, images, videos, sounds, the models complement and correct each other. You can freely choose which one to use, and that also makes the system more stable if one model ever fails, like Grok from Elon Musk, for example. So the second reason against AI, I can't trust AI. So in general, we don't like to fully trust systems anyway. Just think of AWS recently being completely down. It's the same with AI. Sometimes it makes mistakes and we can't rely on it completely. So, but there's one other option we trust. We trust to people, or we trust in people. So we build specialized, not ChatGPT, we build specialized agents from the big AI models. So it's based on ChatGPT agents that are tailored to our specific use case. They get a character that defines their behavior and way of speaking. They get a role with specific knowledge and clear rules. That way, our own AI stays fully under our control. And so the big tech companies said 2025 is the year of AI agents. So not the big models like ChatGPT, it's AI agents, specific agents for our task. And yes, so the third problem is data protection. So by nature, AI works best when it can use as much data as possible, including your own. Sidekick makes sure that's done safely. A proxy hides all identities. So like this, we have example, write a friendly rejection letter to Francisco Holm, who applied for the position as a sales assistant in the Hamburg branch. The interview was conducted and so on. So many entities. And in this example, we have input that contains a lot of sensitive data or entities, the so-called NER, named entity recognition, automatically detects these entities and replaces them with synonyms. Then the data is sent to the AI model, like ChatGPT or Claude or something like this, and reassembled all in real time. So Franziska Holm is Susanne Kemper, Hamburg is Bockhold, and so on. And many customers are really already doing this, often with a customer version tailored to their own software and brands, like Sparkasse, the city of Ahaus, Bitburger, a big beer company, even the Castle Hotel here in Ahaus. Yeah, and that's awesome. So I got one more thing, and that's we talked a lot about how AI can support me as a sparring partner, but AI is also especially good at helping with customer service. For example, here at the Schloss Hotel Ahaus, Castle Hotel Ahaus, of course, they have a website where all the information is available. But the problem is no one really reads through that information anymore. People want direct answers right away. So most visitors just look for the contact form to type in their question, and by now they already expect an AI behind it. One that replies instantly in their own language and at any time of the day. And that's really how it was. About, I guess, a year ago, we had a huge ice rink here. A huge ice rink. People could go ice skating, grab some fries, and enjoy the day. There was a website with all the FAQs listed. All of them. People went to this site with a specific question, but instead of reading through the trendy FAQ entries, they just scrolled straight up to the bottom and typed the question skates, fries, dog, nothing more. Just single words. What dog? Do you want to buy one or what? That's when we realized people were already ready for AI. We just weren't yet. So we added an AI agent behind it, one that knew everything. It handled around 400 messages a day and saved us a huge amount of work. From my point of view, that's the very first step any organization should take with AI, a 24/7 first-level customer support agent. Like in this case, am I allowed to bring my dog? The AI then answers politely and directly based on the data it has been trained with. That not only creates a positive image, that not only creates a positive image, but also increases customer satisfaction and takes pressure off the staff. And by the way, this works not just by the browser, but also over the phone. So I can phone some number, and there's an AI agent at the end of the phone. That's everything I wanted to share with you right now about AI. There's so much more, and we have learned just over the I've learned just over the past 3 years. So of course, there's so much more, from videos to deepfakes, but I haven't that time. But today I wanted to give you a first look at how companies are already using AI effectively and meaningfully. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you as well, Marvin, for the great overview. I think we
Thanks.
already have some questions in the chat, which I would like to, discuss now. I think you already mentioned it, but the question is about the data security. So if we aren't
Yes.
exposing personal data, if we mention, for example, our IBAN or the customer name or the company name, how can we, deal with that?
Yeah. So first of all, everything we share with ChatGPT is learned by the AI. So I try to go back to to this here, this NER. Um, Everything we share with the AI will learn, and that's not GDPR, and it's not that data protection we need here in Germany or in the EU, and so we have to be sure that everything we put inside isn't that data it is already. So if we have here like this Franziska Holm, we have to make sure that we yeah, get a synonym for that. So Susanne Kemper, for example, we in our software we did this automatically. So you have to make sure you take synonyms to this.
Okay, so before putting it into ChatGPT or whatever, change everything, every personal data. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best idea. Okay, yeah, I understand. What costs are involved, for example, for licenses or for setting up the first level AI agent? Do you have an idea about that?
Yeah, it's it depends. For sure,
Yeah.
it depends. It depends which software you use. At the end, I mentioned first 24/7 first level support, and that's like for us, it's not a big deal, and for companies or organizations, it's not a big deal. You pay, I guess, 14 euros per month to have the first agent on your website. So that's easy, and I guess not that a big deal. I guess, but it depends on which software you use.
Okay, but that's really, really cheap.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Another question is referring to the fact that AI never says, I don't know, but instead just
Mhm.
gives you any answer it has hallucinated. How can we solve this problem
Mm.
or deal
Uh,
with it?
it's the second reason against AI. Don't trust the AI. So you have to make sure you don't use just the whole ChatGPT model. You cannot use it the whole thing because it's too big. And it has knowledge about everything, and so it hallucinates very often. If you build an AI agent which has just the direction for one specific topic, like software development or marketing or something like this, it will just have the direction of this topic, and you can say don't say or just say I don't know if you really don't know. So and if you bring this up, it will be more true, I would say.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. What are, in your opinion, the most relevant or also most interesting use cases for energy companies when it comes to AI?
Mm, that's an exciting question. I don't want to give the answer because I think we will see this in the next webinar series, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
I don't want to give the answer yet because I get the next webinars. So
Yeah, that's
there's a
true. We
topic
will
about
have
it.
a lot of use cases. So yeah, stay tuned for our series. That's
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
completely true. Then we have
But
another.
there's a lot. But I have to say there's a lot. It goes in every direction. Marketing, much data analyst, so much data, and yeah, stay tuned.
Yes, perfect. What do you think about the infrastructure? Is it ready for an AI boom? For example, if we think about more and more data centers arising, what about that?
That's a tough question. There is NVIDIA who has launched the DGX Spark, I guess. It's like this. It's not a big deal like this, and you can have your own local model. So that's exciting because we don't have to use models like in the US or in China or something like this. So you have your own model in your company. So and that's great.
Thank you. Another question is again about data protection. Why not host a large language model locally so that sensitive data never leaves your server?
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, it is a really good idea, and this is that what I already taught. The NVIDIA DGX Sparks, like it's like this. You can put it in your own company, get it worked, and then you have your own local model, and that's everything you need. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let me check the chat if we have more questions. Okay, we have another comment on the fact that AI is often hallucinating. So it doesn't
Yeah.
say, I don't know. The following edition always helps me to combat AI hallucinations. Please cite the relevant sources in your research. So really asking for
Yes.
concrete
Yeah.
sources, and then yeah, you can
That's a good
get
hint.
better
Yeah.
answers. Yeah, thank you for this idea. Are there any more questions?
I can stop the screen sharing, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, check in the Q&A sessions. Will the recording of the session be available? Yes, for sure. Don't worry. Okay, I skipped a question, and indeed, what has more potential in the energy sector, large language models or classical machine learning?
Wow, that's a really tough question.
Yeah.
We're talking a lot about AI at the moment, but I guess so many companies will be fine with classical machine learning instead of LLMs. Yeah, it depends. It depends of what you want to do and what is your goal to achieve, and yeah.